What's up, everybody? What's up, everybody? What's up, everybody? As we are under 24 hours away from WrestleMania 33, let's kick it off with NXT Takeover Orlando. And what a night, folks. What a night for NXT Takeover Orlando. And it was a solid show. Very great show, I'll say that. Really enjoyed the show. Really enjoyed a lot from tonight that went down. As we kicked it off with an eight-person tag, I should say, between Sanity versus Ty Dillinger, Roderick Strong. No Way Jose was being replaced, so it was Cassius Ohno, aka Chris Hero, and Ruby Riott. I've never really heard of this woman before, but it was a pretty good match. I will say that. Ty Dillinger was super over. I'll say that. Hold on for a second right there. Trying to test out this new mic and everything also to it. Sorry, I had to cut myself off right there for that. But once again, Ty Dillinger, he was super over with the crowd. Like, he was really over with the crowd. I'll say that. People were just going 10, 10, 10 all over the place. Cassius Ohno, I thought the thing where he pretty much did a handstand going off the ropes, thinking he was going to jump out there. Pretty much think it was going to be a big dive, but since he did a handstand and got to the ground, he pretty much hit Alexander Wolf with a pretty much with a forearm in. Which was a really good match, alright? It was a really good match. I thought Nikki Cross was kicking the crap out of Ruby Riott for a second out there. And pretty much, it was Eric Young, not Wolf, pretty much Big Damo. And Alexander Wolf hit a, I think it was pretty much a double finisher on him, whatever that, some big power move. I don't know what it was, but they did that. Ty Dillinger once again, I swear this man cannot catch a break during TakeOver. He can never win one TakeOver. And even in an 8-person tag, he was still pinned. I thought it was a good way to kick off the show, get the crowd hyped up and everything, but, and stuff. But it was, I just was surprised that, once again, Dillinger didn't get another win. He just couldn't get it. But it was enjoyable, though. Edge and Beth Phoenix were in the crowd. Alestier Black, aka Tommy N, went against Andre C. and Almas, which was a good match. Pretty much his debut. I enjoyed it. I was surprised the match went off, but man, it wasn't a squash match. And Andre Almas got some, offense out there, which I didn't really expect for a person that's on his debut. Because I'll say this, I have not really been the biggest fan of C. and Almas. I don't know, they need to put the mask back on him and that, because I still think he looks like a Chippendale stripper out there for some reason, especially when they had that man come out there in suspenders and shit. But he did put on a good match, and he was over. He did put on some good offense. He was really clever. But Alestier Black, I'm just gonna say Tommy N, pretty much won the black mass, pretty much a big kick to pretty much a big roundhouse kick to the face for him to win. It was enjoyable. I thought it was funny when Nigel McGuinness had said, he has a bright future here in Ring of Honor. And I said, hey, buddy, I know Super Card of Honor is going right now at the same time with you guys, but you're not Ring of Honor anymore right now, McGuinness. So, you're not with them. You're not Ring of Honor anymore. So, I thought that was kind of pretty funny. When he said, he's got a bright future in Ring of Honor. But it was good. I did think Tommy N's entrance was really cool. That was pretty much one of the cool things. And a couple moves out there, especially the black mask thing. So, it was good. I would have expected a big squash to take him down, but it was a good competitive match. Next was the match of the night. And I got to the point, and I've said this before. The tag teams to NXT always murder everything. They are the show stealers. They are pretty much one of the best matches. They look like, man, this is another match of the year candidate. As William Regal had new tag team titles, which pretty much I'll say this about all three of them now were unveiled since they had to be replaced and they talk about a new era. They all pretty much look the same with giant X's. I thought it was the X Division title for a second when I looked at it. The new NXT championships. They pretty much all look like the same. They had a big X in front. I said, is that the X Division title? Because I thought it was kind of odd that they changed the belts up. Some people say they changed the women's for obvious reasons I won't get into. But moving on with DIY, Authors of Pain, and Revival was just an insane match. And one of the best things out of it, it was a blast out there. One of the best things was the Revival and DIY working together to take out the Authors of Pain, just hitting both their finishes on them, and even the Shatter Machine, just sharing the moves and stuff. And one of the big things I liked out of it was when they did the power bomb on one of the Authors of Pain, all four of them. Pretty much the crowd went in and just said, "Holy shit, holy shit!" There was like NXT chants, there were delete, delete, delete chants. I thought that was funny when they got tired of the Authors of Pain, because they did take out DIY first, and pretty much the fans booed and chanted bullshit and everything once they pinned them, hitting their finisher on them. And then the Revival was just trying, but and stuff, but the Authors of Pain was just pretty much beating the living crap out of the Revival, hitting power bomb after power bomb and power bomb until they got the double power bomb in one. So it was just awesome. DIY and Revival was working together, and it was crazy. And it was great, because I'll say one thing here: the Authors of Pain, I don't really think they're the greatest out there in the ring, but they put on a good match and did their part. They were a big power team and stuff, and they were a big power team out there, and they were true, legitimate heels. Alright, they were heels. And people liked that they were big, big heels out there. Because it's not one of the cool heels where you're getting cheered. These were like heels that people were chanting bullshit at it because they didn't like and chanting, "We don't like you" and stuff. And yeah, they pretty much went crazy. And I know a lot of people call the Revival throwback heel. I know Jim Cornette's a really big fan of those guys. And DIY was really great faces out there. Tommaso Ciampa and Johnny Gargano. Like, it was just great, dude. I put this in a match of the year candidate, alright? This is match of the year category right here. This goes up there with Okada and Omega and Cena and AJ at the Royal Rumble. So you can put that as another just beautiful, just awesome match. Like, you just didn't know who was gonna win it out there. And like I said, the Revival and DIY just working together, it was just going crazy for the Authors of Pain. But Authors of Pain gets the win. And the new tag team titles, they're good, I'll say that. Like I said before, they all kind of like the X Division, especially the last two, the women in the main NXT title. So I just kind of wonder who was going to follow up after this match. Who was really going to follow after this? It was hard to follow. And we had Asuka versus Ember Moon for the NXT Women's Championship, which I enjoyed the match. It wasn't the really best match, and they gave them some time out there. I'll really give them that, because it was kind of hard to follow right after that, the tag team match. But they had a really good match. Asuka did retain, which I'm sure a lot of people are somewhat kind of shocked at that the streak continues, which pretty much she knocked the referee into Ember Moon as she was on the top of the ropes, and pretty much kicked Ember Moon in the face and won the match. So I guess she just turned heel in a way, and I guess the fans are really confused because people were chanting, "Asuka's gonna kill you, let's go Asuka, Ember Moon." So it does keep the feud going, so at least we won't really see Asuka going to the main roster anytime soon. A lot of people say the Revival may be going soon, and maybe DIY, but it looks like Revival will be kind of going first when you look at it. So it was just a great match out there. Really, just not great. It was a good match. I'll say that. I wouldn't say great, but they did give the women time. Did I expect it to be a knockout slugfest, just going insane at each other? Yes, I did. But it was really good for what it was, and the finish was okay. So at least it keeps the feud going. Next, something I didn't really want to see out there, but I saw it. Drew Galloway, or as they say, he went back to Drew McIntyre, was in the crowd, And I'm sure what everybody was going nuts in the internet, pretty much now saying Drew McIntyre's back, or well, they gotta say McIntyre. I'm saying Galloway is back because I heard that Galloway tonight was supposed to be at another show at the WWE Super Show. He was a part of Evolve, but they said he wasn't there, and NXT invited him. Now we don't know if he's signed yet to NXT, and I'll say this right here. I was really kind of somewhat holding out for him to go back to TNA, and I'll say this right here. He wasn't really shit before in WWE. Yeah, I like the whole Chosen One thing he did back then, and he was a really good heel. But when they sat him along with that 3MB bullcrap, it was horrible, and that's why he got released. And when he went to TNA back in 2000 and I think it was either 14 or 13, I think 14, I believe it was, or 15. I thought he was the man in TNA. I really did enjoy him. I think he was really big on there. He's been killing on the indies from in the UK to Evolve to I think it was Insane Championship Wrestling. I don't know if Progress is part of it too, but I know some other UK stuff. And like I said, he was part of Evolve and WCPW, What Culture and everything. So I've been enjoying Drew Galloway I very enjoyed him on the indies, and I really enjoyed him in TNA. Like, I thought he was the man in TNA. So I guess maybe that's why now he's back here in NXT WWE. We don't know if he signed a deal. I don't know, but let me say this right here. I guess I'm going to be somewhat wrong for saying the statement, because I kind of said in the beginning, like, TNA were fools to let Drew Galloway go. I said, this guy just got star written all over him, and they made him into a star in TNA. He was a big star. I thought he was really big, and I enjoyed him as champion and stuff. As the heel, I'm not sure, but as a face, I think he was a great face over there. But, him... I just think now what I read was that TNA offered him a lot of money, he had a great contract and everything. Problem was TNA came to him too late, and that's why he didn't resign. If they came to him earlier, he would have been happy to join back up, but he did not join back up because, like I said before, they were too late to sign him. They offered him a lot, highest paid money. I heard it was a lot of money, but yeah, it's crazy. We don't know what's gonna happen, so I don't know. We'll just have to find out and see. Shinsuke Nakamura, which I thought he would have got a bigger entrance because it's WrestleMania. I also a lot of people get a lot of bigger entrances, but he very much had a white sheet and it went down and played his music. Nakamura going into Bobby Roode. We had two piano players out there with him and then played his music then. Nakamura versus Bobby Roode for the NXT Championship. Crowd pretty much went to chants in Nakamura, Bobby Roode, which was a really good match. Even Roode trying to get the bell out there, Nakamura came back and hit him with was about to go for the Kinshasa, but Roode pretty much dodged and hit the double R spine buster on the fans went, this is awesome, but Roode pretty much did win, kept going to Nakamura's knee, and he put on top, and Nakamura was on top of the rope. He pretty much threw him off the top rope and hit a glorious DDT, and just pretty much from the top rope to the ground and won. So I enjoyed the match, and Roode did retain. I will say that, which I thought it was funny that he said, I'm chaffed at everything Roode was saying that it's glorious and that stuff, but Roode did win. He is still champion. What does this mean next for Shinsuke Nakamura? I think a lot of me and a lot of y'all really know what's going to happen next. I think we all know what's coming next, folks. He's either going to Raw or SmackDown. So, 9 times out of 10, if we don't, but most likely we will see Shinsuke Nakamura on Raw or SmackDown. He's been rumored he's coming up to the main roster, so, and everything. So I believe his NXT run is coming to an end. It really is, and we're just going to have to deal with it. But it was a good way to end off the show. Great show. Once again, Takeover always is really fun. Pretty much match of the night pretty much belongs to the tag team match. Just dude, it's the tag team match. It was the match of the night. Other stuff, I think one of the weakest matches of the night. Man, some say it was the women. I had some people talk to me at night. And they said it was the women's match. Like, it was good, but it wasn't that great for what it was. I thought Tommy Inn's debut was good. The eight-person tag was whatever. Ty Dillinger was super over. Like I said, women's match was okay, and the main event was really great main event. So yeah, and we saw Drew Galloway in the crowd. So I guess that's somewhat of another plus bonus. Do I think it will kill WrestleMania tomorrow night? I'm not sure. Don't get me wrong. NXT murdered WrestleMania last year. Dallas fucked over WrestleMania last year. Nakamura and Sami Zayn, that was a match of the year last year. Because I don't care what anybody says to me. WrestleMania 32 was fucking ass last year. That show was fucking horrible. Alright, it was goddamn horrible. The booking decisions was retarded as hell throughout most of the damn show. It really was. The NXT was the WrestleMania last year. That was WrestleMania last year. It was NXT Takeover Dallas. Now, so this year in Orlando, maybe. Could be. You know, we don't know what's going to happen tomorrow night on WrestleMania. We don't know if it's going to be good, if it's going to be bad. Yeah, it's a lot of random multi-person ass matches, and the booking hasn't really been good coming into this whole thing, but I believe a select few matches will be really good and be good to closely great. I will say that. But, you know, I want to make another side comment also. They're about to say fuck the Raw Tag Team Ladder match because I'm going to go watch this match. I know both pay-per-views are on at the same time tonight. Both NXT Takeover Orlando and the Ring of Honor Supercard. And I know the main event was the Hardys versus the Young Bucks in a ladder match for the Ring of Honor Tag Team titles. So I really need to go check that match out tonight or early in the morning tomorrow because I want to see that. It was badass. So fuck the Raw Tag Team title ladder match because that's a hard thing to follow, especially if you got the Hardys and the Bucks. Yeah, now as people are really wondering now, will the Hardys still be here in Ring of Honor? According to Jeff Hardy, yeah, what I hear in his interview, but I don't know. Like I said, I don't trust the WWE with the broken gimmick. I'm sure people are just losing their shit, begging the Hardys to come to WWE, and people think they're gonna show up at WrestleMania, which I really kind of doubt that. And Raw and SmackDown, it's a different story, but I really do wish this whole TNA Anthem and Hardy thing case just in. It's really sad, and it just doesn't make sense. And you know, like I said before, like I'm gonna say in my TNA review also, like if you guys want the broken gimmick that bad, why don't you just resign the Hardys then? Just resign it. We can keep doing this broken thing every week on Impact. Like, you know what I mean? Just let it go. It may, and you know, I'm you know, I'm looking at this from both sides, and I get it. Now there's the whole fuck that out thing with Rebby and stuff. And like I get what Rebby was saying, but now it's kind of getting to the point. Like, all right, who am I believing at this point? You or them? Because even I'm not believing some of the shit she's saying now. Even this whole fuck that out thing is getting insane, and the Hardys are technically still the real TNA Tag Team Champions also, so they really are still officially the real ones currently at this moment. I still think LAX has you know, I just said that replica belts anyways, but yeah, I just wanted to address the Supercard of Honor real quick also in this review. But overall, it was a really great show tonight, very fun night. I hope I can say the same thing with WrestleMania tomorrow. It's going to be a very long ass day tomorrow, folks. I think this show starting at 4 or 5 o'clock, or going to be sitting all the way at 11. Will there be live reactions? Hell yeah, it'll be live reactions. But we're going to be here all day, folks. It's going to be a long ass day tomorrow. And hope everyone will be there sick, because I know it's been a lot of festivities going on through the whole weekend. You know, from WrestleCon and other stuff, and most other shows. I say, like year before, last year, those shows did better than WrestleMania. What does that tell you? Because right now, I'm looking at NXT Takeover and Ring of Honor Supercard. I'm looking at WrestleMania being 3rd place right now, because I think the other shows did really great, especially Takeover as usual. Even Supercard, I'm going to check out. So we'll just have to find out and see. We really will. But that's my thoughts on everything on the show tonight. Check out my live reactions, everything. So I'm out here. I'll see you guys later. Peace out, and I'll see you for WrestleMania tomorrow night. Peace.